for first-time mine boss Kevin Beets. Stepping into the leadership role of his own mining operation brings not only excitement but immense pressure. The season's early days hinge on one critical task: securing a ripper shank for the D10 dozer. This vital piece of equipment is essential for breaking through the frozen ground and enabling the team to continue mining. Without it, progress comes to a standstill, making it Kevin's top priority. This is the first and most important piece of the mining puzzle this year, Kevin explains. Without it, we're kind of dead in the water. Although his father Tony Beets had loaned him a few old ripper shanks, they were far from reliable. What Tony gave us isn't in the best shape. It's clear we need something better. Kevin acknowledges this realization leads him to a familiar name from his mining past: Parker Schnabel. Kevin knows Parker has the part he needs, but reaching out isn't simple. It has been years since the two last interacted, and their relationship ended on less than friendly terms, to be honest. I haven't talked to the guy in a few years, Kevin admits. We had some differences towards the end of my time working with him. Despite the tension, Kevin understands that putting personal feelings aside is necessary to achieve his goal. Arriving at Parker's yard, Kevin and his team spot a collection of ripper shanks. One stands out immediately. That looks pretty long for the dozer, Kevin notes, inspecting the equipment closely, but it should work, even if it might be a bit oversized. Securing the right piece is only half the battle. The other half is convincing Parker to part with it, especially given their complicated history. As Kevin approaches Parker, he braces for the interaction. To his surprise, Parker greets him warmly, expressing curiosity about the visit. Kevin explains the situation plainly: we have a dozer without a ripper shank, so I'm hoping you might have one you're willing to part with. Parker's first question is direct: is Tony involved in this in any way other than lending you the dozer? The inquiry carries an edge of skepticism. Kevin quickly assures him that Tony's involvement is minimal, which seems to ease Parker's concerns. Well, then I feel better about helping you, Parker responds. If this was Tony's thing, he could deal with it himself. But since it's for you, I'm happy to help. With the tension diffused, the conversation turns practical. Parker offers the ripper shank for $11,000, but adds a generous caveat: Kevin doesn't need to pay immediately. You can start a tab, Parker suggests, acknowledging the financial pressures of running a new operation. The gesture leaves Kevin visibly relieved. This is awesome, Kevin says, his gratitude evident. You so many problems for us. I really appreciate it. The two men shake hands, and Parker even insists on a hug, a surprising and symbolic gesture of goodwill for Kevin. The encounter is not just about acquiring equipment, but also about building a bridge with someone from his past. As Kevin and his team prepared to leave with the ripper shank in tow, he reflects on the significance of the moment. Parker has been very generous, and I am incredibly thankful. This means we can finally start ripping and get to work. He also feels a renewed sense of camaraderie. It feels really good to see Parker again. He even said to come by for a beer anytime, and I definitely like to catch up. The acquisition of the ripper shank represents a significant milestone for Kevin's operation. With this critical piece of equipment secured, the path is clear to push forward for Kevin, who invested $700,000 in a wash plant alone. The ability to finally get his dozer running feels like a major victory. This is a big win for us, Kevin says confidently. Hopefully tomorrow we can start ripping 100% beyond the practical achievement. Kevin's experience underscores valuable lessons about persistence, resourcefulness, and the importance of maintaining relationships even with past rivals. His willingness to set aside old differences with Parker Schnabel not only resolved an urgent problem, but also opened the door to renewed goodwill. The next critical step in Kevin Beets' mining operation is getting the D10 dozer and the entire operation up and running. Over at Scryer Creek, the season begins with a challenge Kevin hasn't even started stripping his ground yet, but his determination to move forward is unshakable. His immediate focus attaching the borrowed ripper shank to the dozer, a task that will make or break their ability to begin mining. Joined by his team, Kevin dives into the project. We're about ready to pop the ripper shank, and he announces his preparations to install the essential equipment. Get underway. Each team member has a role to play. Brennan takes control of the 700 series excavator, carefully maneuvering the massive ripper shank into position. Meanwhile, Faith, stepping into the 10 dozer for the first time, is tasked with precision control. I wouldn't say I'm a professional dozer operator, she admits with a smile, but this is definitely going to make me more hands-on. The team works in unison, meticulously aligning the ripper shank with the dozer mount. Kevin directs Faith, who skillfully maneuvers the D10, carefully lowering the mount as the team attempts to guide the shank into place. But their efforts come to a frustrating halt. The borrowed ripper shank doesn't fit properly. The misalignment presents a significant hurdle, testing the team's resolve. Kevin channels the wisdom passed down from his father, Tony Beets. If it doesn't work, new plan. If that doesn't work, new plan. And if that doesn't work, get a bigger hand camera and make it work, he says with a grin, determined not to let the setback derail their progress. Adapting to the situation, Kevin opts for a quick but technical solution, modifying the ripper shank with an air arc welder. The process involves using a 1000 degrees Fa electrical arc to cut through the metal, removing excess material with precision. Sparks fly as Kevin works, driven by the teen's shared urgency to get mining. We all want to see some gold, and this is the first step. He emphasizes his focus unwavering. After the adjustments, the team attempts the fit again. All eyes are on the dozer as Faith carefully aligns the mount under Kevin's watchful instructions. Fingers crossed, Kevin mutters, the tension palpable. This time, everything clicks into place. The ripper shank fits securely, and the team erupts in celebration. Looks like Kevin's fabrication works. Brennan shares their victory is more than just technical. It's symbolic of the resilience and teamwork that will define their season. Nice work, Kev, Brennan adds. Let's get out there and get ripping with the dozer operational. Kevin's attention shifts to the bigger picture, mining for gold. His ambitions for the season are sky high, with a target of 1,000 of gold. Despite the daunting challenge, Kevin feels optimistic. It's a little scary starting out on our own, he reflects, but I'm confident we're going to make it. Central to Kevin's operation is the crown jewel of his investment, a $700,000 wash plant. Standing tall in the yard, the massive machine represents the team's biggest expense and their best chance at success. I'm excited about this wash plant, Kevin says. If we can run it 23 hours a day, we should be able to make up for some lost time. We've spent a lot of money on this machine, and we need it to pay off quickly. As the team prepares to set up the wash plant on the mining pad, anticipation grows. Once we get this on the pad and washing rocks, it's going to be perfect, Kevin says, his enthusiasm infectious. Even the team's dogs get in on the excitement. Are you excited, puppy? Kevin jokes, sharing the moment with his four-legged companions. The challenges ahead are significant, but so is the team's determination. From overcoming technical setbacks to managing high-stakes investments, Kevin and his crew are ready to face the season head-on. Hopefully, this doesn't stop until we hit our 1,000-ounce goal, Kevin concludes, his confidence bolstered by their early success as the first steps at Scribner Creek unfold. The team's resilience and resourcefulness set the tone for what promises to be an intense high-stakes mining season for Kevin Beets. This is more than just a job, it's a journey of perseverance, leadership, and the relentless pursuit of gold.